If you want to change people's mind or if you want to make them understand something, don't bombard with all the knowledge at one place. Whenever there will be conflict between values and that conflict is not very high. If it is very high, there will be a lot of frustration and stress. When he's working as civil servant, he's saying gender equality is very important. He's saying that. You observe Gandhiji. He was honest in his personal life. He was honest in his public life. So we get into this part wherein we see some conflict between values or some similarity between values. Let's say there is high conflict between values that you're holding on in your personal life and public life. So much conflict. As I said, you're patriarchal and here you have to believe in equality because the organization has a value of equality. This is a high conflicting situation. The result of this high conflict will be lot of stress, guilt, frustration, etc. This will continuously be there with you. Okay? So this is problematic, having this high conflict. Now, if there is high congruence, congruence means similarity you observe. If there is so much similarity, that means you will be very happy, no stress at all, no tension. So it's a good thing. There will be consistency in you. It's a good thing. Now you observe Gandhiji. He was honest in his personal life. He was honest in his public life. So in himself, he is a happy person because he has all the clarity about his life that this is the value I hold on to, whether it's my personal life, private life, whether it's my public life, anything. I'm going to hold on to these values. Or he believes in non-violence, so he doesn't slap his wife. And same, he doesn't slap the children or he doesn't slap any other person. If Gandhiji would have been working in the police service, he would not have preferred to go for encounters. That's what I'm trying to say. Getting the point? Yes? Now this seems to be a good thing. How it goes wrong is when this person is holding on to some negative values. Because the person is not critically evaluating whether my values are right or wrong. He's holding on to some negative values in his private life and then in public life also he's holding on to the same negative value. Think about the example of Nazi Germany. At the time of Hitler, the kind of society that was there. Entire society in their personal life or their private life, they believed in racial purity. That we are a different race and they are a different race. Even this happens in India also. Yes, your parents or maybe even you people are having that clarity that you people are different and that community is different. Right? That was there in Nazi Germany, I'm saying, in personal life. And you see the same thing happening in public life also. Yes, at the state level, the same kind of discrimination or racial purity is what people were adhering to. So this shows similarity of values. This is a good thing for them because they will be happy. They don't think that they're doing something kind of a crime. Let's say anyone killing a Jew person in Nazi Germany. That person was not feeling that I'm doing something wrong. See, if you kill someone, it's not like you will be like happy with it. You just try it, don't try it. If you try it, hypothetically I'm talking about it. If you kill someone, it will be very frustrating for you to live the normal life after that. Okay? You will be under stress because somewhere some values are there in you and you have gone against those values. But here the point is, already there are negative values and they're acting on the same negative values. So people are happy. They don't have any problem even if they're killing Jews or something, even if they're discriminating. Similar was the case in India with respect to untouchability. Yes, everyone was following untouchability in personal life as well as public life. Am I right? And nobody was feeling any stress as such. Everyone was quite happy. But this is not where things are going right is what we are saying. Okay? So, this situation, if you observe so much guilt and so much happiness, but no situation seems to be ideal or good situation for us. Okay? Then there could be situation wherein there is low congruence or low conflict. Low congruence means similarity is very less. So this example, a civil servant who mistreats women, children at home, but advocates gender equality in public policies. So actually, in reality, this person does not hold to this value of gender equality. He doesn't believe in that. But what he's saying is, when he's working as civil servant, he's saying gender equality is very important. He's saying that. This shows this person has got double standards, or we call such people as hypocrites in simple terms. That there's something in your mind, but you're showing something else. You speak something and you deviate from that speech. That's hypocrisy. So when there is low similarity, because in personal life, you're doing something else, and in public life, you're doing something else. So similarity is very less is what we can observe. This is also not a good condition. Even we are saying, even if this person seems to be happy to us because he's managing, he's manipulating people and all, even this person is not really happy with his life. Okay? And then comes this stage wherein there is low conflict. There is conflict, but very low standard, or it's not a very high conflict like we saw in this particular case. So take this example, a person with very strict family background, but working in a liberal organization. Means at his home, there is no democracy. Okay, parents are little strict. But then he comes to a school or an organization where there are no strict rules. It's a little bit liberal organization. Now what happens is, because he got this liberal culture, now he starts evaluating his culture at home. Is it a good culture or bad culture? Okay, whenever there will be conflict between values, and that conflict is not very high. If it is very high, there will be a lot of frustration and stress. But if the conflict is low, what happens is this person critically evaluates what is right. Was that culture good or this culture good? Am I doing rightly in my personal life or am I doing rightly in my public life? Which one is the right thing? By evaluating, now this person will come to one conclusion and try to align its values. So he'll try to make the values same. Either he'll change his behavior at home or he will change his behavior at office. Something he will do. Because we always want alignment. Because we want to be happy. As we said, this is the stage in which we are happy, where there is high similarity between our values. Okay? So we say that this is the best stage. But as it can go wrong because of negative values, we want the state in which this conflict congruence is there. So we should have one phase in which, if we more or less live in this particular part, if there is conflict, little bit of conflict, it's a good thing. So if you ask me what kind of values we should have, what kind of alignment we should have, maximum we should try to have alignment in personal as well as public life. Same values everywhere. Okay? And if there is little bit of conflict, this conflict is a good thing. That will make you evaluate your values. Are you holding on to the right values or not? Okay? And then again you will try to change it. And this will happen. It's not like you have to deliberately do it. Automatically this is going to happen because you will be frustrated. The moment there is conflict, you will develop some kind of stress for sure. Clear? So you don't need this technicality as such, like this diagram and all which I have mentioned over here. All this is little technical to see, but that's not important. The core point that I want to make is, you need to understand how there can be alignment, and how, if there is no alignment, what will be the situation. That's what I want you people to understand. Okay? Now this is a good example, like Raja Ram Mohan Roy. He challenged the private beliefs of people. He challenged it. So there is a conflict. For society, it's a conflict. And the way he was challenging, he was saying, see the scriptures of India. You all believe in scriptures, religion. The scriptures are saying this sati pratha is wrong. Now you created a conflict for people. Now people will evaluate. If you bombard so much, they'll not accept it. But if you bombard this way, little bit, then people will evaluate. So you need to understand, if you want to change people's mind, or if you want to make them understand something, don't bombard with all the knowledge at one place, at one instance altogether. Just create little bit of conflict. The moment if you say, someone loves Modiji, and if you directly bombard with saying that he's this guy, that guy, bad guy, whatever, that person will not agree with you. But just do one thing. I think demonetization was little bit wrong. What do you think? Now you created a conflict for that person. Okay, now he will think, why did he say that? Because Modiji is such a good guy. How can he do something wrong? He says he did demonetization for black money and all. But sir, whatever money was they said that these notes will not work. All the money came back to RBI. RBI is saying 99% money came back. So how come you stopped the black money and all? So this is how you created a conflict for the person to evaluate that person. Making sense? Now, still I'm not saying that person will go on this side or that side, but at least he will evaluate. Yes, otherwise if you directly bombard, no, he'll not accept it. Make sense? Yes? Any doubt on this particular part? No? Now, there are some values which you hold on to in your private life. Just give it a good reading. It's something you can understand on your own. Okay, this one, I personally found this one interesting. We have some traditions. There are some people who adhere to some values in their life, personal as well as public life, right? Like this one about Ram, or the, what we call, the family or lineage from which Ram was coming. So they have this thing that if I promise something, I have to adhere to that promise, just like Katappa, right? So they say this, Raghukul Reet Sada Chali Aayi. Yes, Pran Jai par Vachan na Jai. So if you make a promise, you have to adhere to it. No matter what the situation is, I'll adhere to it. Now this is something holding on to a particular value. That commitment, value of commitment, value for the promise that you make. Okay?